This is Eyewitness News, the news leader, with Bill Ritter and Liz Cho, Scott Clark with sports, and Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
Well, the Rangers, the Knicks, concert. So that's the kind of thing you go to Madison Square Garden for. What you probably don't go for, though, is the food. But one organization is putting the Garden's food front and center. Marvell Scott is here with that story. Marvell.
Well, would you believe each year 98 billion pounds of food go to waste, enough to solve most of, if not all of our nation's hunger problem. The organization called Rock and Wrap It Up came up with an innovative idea, bridging the leftover food we neglect to the millions in dire need of a hot meal. Thousands of fans pack Madison Square Garden on a nightly basis to experience the sights and sounds of the world's most famous arena. Every seat's a good one, with thousands of pounds of food at our fingertips taken for granted. But behind the glamour is a different scene. There, Sid Mandelbaum leads his own team in a battle against one of our worst epidemics, hunger.
In our country right now, there are 35 million Americans that don't know where their next meal is coming from.
That's the goal of Rock and Wrap It Up, a nonprofit organization which, by partnering with all of our local professional sports franchises, in addition to concerts and schools, has provided millions of meals for the needy since the early 1990s.
And the numbers now are about 10,000 people a week in the aggregate fed just through sports alone.
The way Rock and Wrap It Up helps battle hunger is by partnering with various arenas like Madison Square Garden. Food that goes unpurchased at events like, for instance, a Knicks basketball game, instead of that going to waste, it gets loaded into awaiting trucks by volunteers and promptly put to good use. The leftover food gets sent directly to food centers like the Bowery Mission in Lower Manhattan.
It's such a simple concept that Sid came up with, and it's just a pleasure to do it.
We don't believe that poverty is an incurable condition, and the more we are successful in doing this throughout the country, the more money can go to fight and reduce poverty in the United States.
With support of Rock and Wrap It Up, just a week ago, Congress passed the Federal Food Donation Act. The bill will encourage sports arenas and other federal venues to donate leftover food to over 43,000 food pantries nationwide. It's a great concept. Well, now we move to sports.